Good afternoon. I am Raleigh Brown, and this is another curve flattening concert, number 677. And I see some friends showing up here: Keith Shaw, Slim Edelman, Charlie Bryant, Deb Levy Clark, Helene Tober Fowler, S.A. Tudhope, and Jay Dusenberry. Good to see you. He's live for a change, Jay. And Robin Gray is here, and Dave Mason over there in Scotland. And and Slim has allowed us how it is actually afternoon after saying good morning before. There you go. So I'm glad to have you all here with me today, as always. Cole Guitars is here with us. G'day. And Mike Verbeck and Johnson Hogg, And like that. I have the Clinkophonic mug, so we will clink. Here's to you all, to good weather. We've had great weather here. I know there's been horrible weather in the south, and this is turning into a drought, but it's just been sunny and beautiful day after day here. And, you know, when it comes to global climate change, you do what you can, and then you enjoy whatever benefits you get from it in the short term, while our planet whiles away. So, and as always, I have a picture of Charlie the dog, Charlie the wonderful and often unpredictable cattle dog. This is exactly what he looks like right now. When I look beyond the camera over there, you can see the tripod legs. You can see his little Snoopy squeaky doll in front of his right front paw, and his pull toy behind his head. And that it looks like there's just a hint of a little smile on his face. It's always nice to see Charlie smiling because, he's a lonely little boy some of the time. When I'm not here, it's just him. You know. Carol Pratt is here, and Linda Worster, and Carol Pratt says it's great weather in Cleveland too. That is good to know. So those are the first introductions. We will put Charlie back in the photo album, and I'll sing you a song. Everybody's restless, they got no place to go. Someone's always trying to tell them something they already know. And so their anger and resentment show. Don't it make you wanna rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. You know the sheriff's got his problems too, and he will surely take them out on you. In comes the village idiot, and his face is all aglow. He's been up all night listening to Mohammed's radio. Don't it make you wanna rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. And everybody's desperate, they got no rats. Everybody's desperate, they got no place to meet. Work all day and still can't pay the price of gasoline and meat. Alas, their lives are incomplete. Don't it make you wanna rock and roll all day long? Mohammed's radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. You've been up all night listening for his drum, hoping that the righteous might just come. I heard the general speaking to his aide-de-camp, be watchful for Mohammed's lamb. Don't it make you want to rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's radio. Mohammed's radio. Mohammed's Radio by the late, great Warren Zevon. Somehow a couple of the words slipped away from me in the middle there. I remember them now, but we won't go back. So next up, I see Wayne and Diney are here, my good friends from Winfield, Kansas. Jeanette Hubner and Rhonda Scott Merrick and Michael Miller and Rich Fowler and Kathy Marzik. It's so nice to see all of your little tiny little thumbnails on my page here, and know that friends around the country are listening. So next up, I'm going to do you a Mose Allison song. Mose Allison, great jazz piano player and singer and songwriter, and boy, he's got to be one of the most underrated musical geniuses of the 20th century. There's so many cool songs he wrote, and this is one of the most well-known, actually. And a song that it seems to be evergreen. It never seems to get old. Unfortunately, I'm sure if he were still alive, he would want it to be obsolete, and so do I. But such is not the case. Well, I can't believe the things that I'm seeing. I'm wondering about some things I heard. Everybody's crying mercy when nobody knows the meaning of the word. A bad enough situation is sure enough getting worse. Everybody's crying justice, just as long as there's business first. It's toe to toe, touch and go. Give a cheer and grab your souvenir. Now there's people running round in circles. They don't know where they're headed for. Everybody's crying peace on earth just as soon as we win this war. So straight ahead, knock 'em dead. Grab your kit and choose your hypocrite. Now you don't have to go down to Off-Broadway to see something plain absurd. Everybody's crying mercy when nobody knows the meaning of the word. Nobody knows the meaning of the word. Everybody's Crying Mercy by Mose Allison. So it's announcement time, as there always is halfway through the show. And there is, as usual, a PayPal and Venmo link there. Contributions are always appreciated. Charlie, we just put up a new fence in the backyard for Charlie. The old fence, I moved into this house 17 years ago, and we paid a lot of money to have a fence put up, thinking, that's it, forever, we have fence. But somehow those old split rail fences start to rot out, and it was kind of falling down. And Charlie was a good enough boy not to leave the yard when he wasn't permitted. But it was time to get a new fence, so we had a nice new fence put in. Steve's Fences here in Sellersville and Percy. Really nice guy, has done some work for me. And Charlie has a nice big fence, looks good. The yard is safe, but those contributions you send in will help pay for that fence. But only if you can, not if you can't. And there are invisibles here: Lori Payne, Kit Serikaku, Judith Fox, Joel Biget, Mario Prue, and George Young, and maybe some others. And some non-invisibles, my good friend Alex Bevan is here. And Connie Adams has checked in. And I think I said hi to everybody else. If I missed any of you, as always, I'm always sorry if I miss people, but I don't want to spend too much of the time blabbing. And Deb Libby Clark goes, can't believe it's 17 years in Sellersville. Yeah, me neither, my dear. 2007. So I don't really have too many other announcements. I'll mention again the Sellersville Theater Show, which is in January. If enough people are interested, we will be able to get a live stream of that. So if you are interested and haven't already told me you're interested, because I'm keeping a log, put a comment here and say yes, I pledge to watch the live stream if we can get it going. And I'm going to put a link up on, a post up in the Denison's page too. Hopefully that'll help. So on the schedule, I am on right now. I believe Helen Avakian and David Irwin will be on tomorrow night, Thursday night at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. On Friday, Slim will be on at 3:30 Eastern Time. And his theme, I forgot your theme, Slim. Slim sends me an email every week and tells me what the theme is. And but he'll be on, and I don't know if Bunny is on. Bunny's having phone problems, but that shouldn't interfere with her ability to do a show. So you'll have to look at her page and see if she posts it. And then on Saturday, Warren Bendler is doing his stream at 3 p.m., and I will be back with my usual request show Sunday morning at 10:30. And I see Jeffrey Boyle is here. Welcome aboard, Jeffrey. He's on YouTube. And like that. So we will forge on. I did the schedule. I said blah, 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 blah. I think we're good. Charlie hasn't moved. He's still snoozing peacefully. I should have a multicam set up so we can check in on the Charlie cam from time to time during the show. So for the instrumental today, I thought I would do one of my great favorites, not too fancy but very beautiful, I think, called Jerusalem. written by Sir Hugh Perry. Jerusalem by Sir Hugh Perry. The hardest thing about playing that for me is once I hit this, to try to hit these without muting that D string. That's the hardest part of the tune, strangely. All right, who am I missing here? Something popped into my brain while I was playing that. Ooh. My old arthritic fingers. So I'll do one more for you here today, and this is kind of a Laurel Canyon bookends here. We had Warren Zevon to start and Jackson Browne to finish. And this is a Jackson Browne song that I loved for years, and I only recently got myself to learn it. I wish David Lindley were here with me. So I love you guys. I thank you again for joining me. Hope to see you on Sunday. Everyone I've ever known has wished me well. Anyhow, that's how it seems. It's hard to tell. Maybe people only ask you how you're doing, 'cause it's easier than letting on how little they could care. But when you know that you've got a real friend somewhere, suddenly all those others are so much easier to bear. Now to see things clear, it's hard enough, I know. While you're waiting for reality to show, without dreaming of the perfect love and placing it so high above, if you stumbled onto someone real, you'd never know. You could be with somebody who was lonely too. They could be trying to get across to you, when your own emptiness is all that's coming through. There comes a point when you're not sure why you're still talking. I passed that point long ago. I'm so tired of all this circling and all these glimpses of the end. That's what the voices say. You'll go right on circling till you find some kind of friend. And I saw you through the music and the noise. You were talking with the soldiers and the boys as they scuffled for your weary smile. The memory of all the miles and the years that I'd spent looking for your eyes. And now I'm sitting here wondering what to say, afraid these words might scare you away. No one ever talks about their feelings anyway, without dressing them in dreams and laughter. It's just too painful otherwise. It's like you're standing in the window of a house nobody lives in, and I'm sitting in a car across the way. An early model Chevrolet. It's a warm and windy day. You pack your sorrow. The trash man comes tomorrow. Leave it at the curb and we'll just roll away. The Late Show by Jackson Browne. And I see that George Young is here on YouTube. He goes under the name Siggy Me on YouTube from Winter Garden, Florida, which I always forget whether it's Winter Park or what. And SG Musica on YouTube is here. And Pam Zappardino. Hi, Zap. Good to see you. I already said hi to Robin Gray. All my friends, I love you guys. Thanks for coming, and we'll have a little be happy, be healthy, be brave, and be calm. Be kind, it's a snap, and if you get cranky, take a nap. That's what Alex would say. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of the week, and I will hope to see you on the weekend, Sunday morning. Bye-bye.